Remember when gaming used to be fun? It wasn't filled with greed and politics back in the day. Back then, games used to be priced reasonably and filled with content. Now games are incredibly overpriced and have much less content because these companies know you will pay for nothing. Mortal Kombat 9 released at $60 and had hours upon hours of content. Remember that 300 level tower that took weeks to finish? Or that great 10-hour story? Remember MKX that also had a good lengthy story along with the crypt that took so long that I never finished it? Yes, you could have paid $20 to get it completed instantly, but the choice was there to grind for the reward. Even MK11 had this conquest mode that took a long time to complete, which I also never finished. Let's not forget the lengthy story and on top of that, the Aftermath DLC, which was $40, but it still gave around 3 to 4 hours of content. How much is Mortal Kombat 1? Standard version is $70. Premium version is $110. I live in New York, so I get taxed heavily. $120 for what? What am I getting? A season pass that will give me Omni-Man and Homelander next year. And it also gave 5 days early access. This took me 4 hours to finish. It's the most expensive but offers the least $120? Definitely sinful. Also, we need to talk about this disgusting Switch port. Look, it's the Switch. The only good looking games on the Switch are first party games. No one should expect MK1 to look and run good on the Switch. The part that angers me is that NRS lied and tricked people. They showed PC footage and made it look like if it was on the Switch. On top of that, you're going to tell me this game is worth $70 on the Switch? Why are games being sold at $70 on the Switch? That's another 70 cents. I can't understand why this game is capped at 60. Even on the PC, MK1 is capped at 60 when it definitely can do more. What annoys me is that the menu is kept at 30 frames. Why? You might say it's 30 frames, what's the issue? The issue is that it stutters a lot and it's annoying. Why not make the menu at 60? At least allow the player to change it. Also, besides the new and improved graphics and the useless cameo tag team, what's new about the game? All the devs did was remove the 1 from the 11. It's the same game as MK11. Lastly, we need to talk about this cameo system. Who thought it was a good idea to have this system? It adds to combos depending on the selected characters, but if NRS wanted to improve the combo system, all they needed to do was add the running button again. MKX worked beautifully with the running option. You have these characters which some aren't even mentioned in the story. The fact that cameo characters aren't playable is just useless. Why can't I pick Sonya? What about Cyrax? This whole system is just a waste of time. Let's move on to the story.
There is a village in the next canton over, where everyone has purchased this miracle cure. Overnight, all diseases, even Tarkat, have disappeared. Now, magic this potent is expensive. And I am sure you're asking yourselves, can I afford it? But the true question you must ask is, can I afford to be without it?
You lie, Shang Tsung. Your cures are useless.
I'm sorry. You are?
Someone fool enough to have believed you. My daughter was dying when you came to my farm. You promised a miracle, and I gave you all I had. But only days later, she was dead.
That is impossible. My magic could not have failed her.
There was no magic! I took your elixir to an Imperial mage, and you know what she said? It's nothing! Just Bourgeois tea!
Not 1 minute into the story, we already see Shang Tsung's mistake. In what world did he think he wouldn't be exposed? The consumer said it was nothing but boiled tea. I'm aware he's simply trying to survive, but you have to be smarter than that.
It is an excellent ruse, your disguise. Backwater folk are far more likely to trust a kindly old man.
Yeah, this is what I mean about being a clone of MK11. Before the release of MK1, I was hoping we'll see a much more threatening villain. I was hoping for Onaga. Unfortunately, we get a clone of Kronika and more of Shang Tsung. Reminding the player what game they're playing. Trust me, they overspent for this. They're aware.
Have you two been practicing my lessons?
As we can. The harvest leaves us little time for martial arts.
Since your first words, Kung Lao, you've mouthed nothing but excuses. If you fail to prepare...
Your preparations will fail you.
Good. You haven't forgotten. But we'll see if I make you anything special tonight.
I'm glad you're paying. Madame Beau might just pad the bill with her anger.
I am paying? You finished work last.
But I delivered my cart first.
That wasn't the bet. You specifically said whoever fills the cart first.
If that's what you want, may I suggest a bet? Dinner at Madame Beau's tonight. Last to fill their cart pays. You were hungry. Oh, everything was delicious, Madame Beau.
Thank you, Raiden. You boys are always a pleasure to cook for.
Madame Beau, the Lin Kuei await your answer.
I have been busy, Smoke.
The Lin Kuei? Who are they?
Don't know, but I don't like where this is going.
What do we do?
Stay ready.
Madame Beau, it is a simple choice. Pay for our protection, or risk harm to this fine establishment.
You'll get nothing from me.
That, Madame Beau, is unfortunate.
Listen, I guess she's a beast, but the fact that Smoke didn't break her back is insane. He sent her through 2 platforms of wood.
Madame Beau!
Oh, now you two decide to do something.
So, Madame Beau, are they ready?
A bit thick in the head, perhaps. But they are ready.
His eyes are glowing.
I am Lord Liu Kang, God of Fire and Protector of Earthrealm.
God? Earthrealm?
Madame Beau has been preparing you for this moment since you were boys. Today, you have proven worthy of joining my champions.
This fight was a test?
Of your ability and character, yes. Bihan, Kuai Liang.
So these two aren't thugs?
The Lin Kuei is a centuries-old clan dedicated to Earthrealm's defense.
You keep saying Earthrealm. Don't you mean Earth?
You boys have so much to learn.
Earth is only a part of Earthrealm. Earthrealm itself is one of many realms. Together, they comprise the whole of the universe.
The realms can be fierce, bitter rivals. That's why we need champions to defend ours.
The time draws near for the grand martial arts tournament between Earthrealm and the realm of Outworld. Held once each century, it allows each realm to demonstrate its strength. While our realms are at peace, there are Outworlders who would prefer us to be at war. Our victory in the tournament will temper their zeal.
I've taught you everything I can. You must finish your training with Lord Liu Kang.
More training? These two couldn't defeat us. What?
They were pulling their punches.
Had we not held back, you would not have survived.
Bihan's voice is probably the top 3 most annoying thing about this game. Devs, you know you don't have to make a character sound like he's going through stage 10 lung cancer to show he's arrogant and problematic, right?
We're off the map. We should go back, recheck the route.
It's this way.
Entertainment industry always finds a way to copy a legendary movie cliche.
Ravala! And his shield! What? So? There's metal in the floor.
It's not just any metal. It's liquid mercury.
How do you even know that? For all you know, it could be liquid aluminum.
You're not the martial arts megastar you once were, honey. You're lucky Steven owed you a favor.
I'm telling you, Chris.
We're fine.
Can you join me in the fact-based universe just once? We're broke. We have to cut back.
Cut back? On what?
Step one is selling this place.
I need a refill.
Johnny, we can't keep this up. You spent $10,000 on that sculpture, $30,000 on that drone, and this damn sword. $3 million?
Hey, Sento is history.
Yeah, history that you have no business of. If you were trying to get your hands on the power it holds, then I would understand. But $3 million just to hang it up on the wall is calling for bankruptcy.
This movie is just the beginning. That's why I can't cut back. To be a success, I have to project it.
That makes absolutely no sense. You don't need to show your luxury to be rich. How will having a multi-million-dollar sword make you more money?
How you like that, Mr. A-list? Thank God. Oh, Chris, honey, Where's my wife? What did you...
Your wife left. She's fine. You will be too if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Sento.
You couldn't just grab it while he had his back facing you?
What in the actual fuck?
Good evening, Johnny Cage. I am Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm. May we enter?
Nothing's being shot here tonight. You sure you're in the right place?
Yes. We come on a matter of grave importance. We must speak to you and your guest.
What? How do you know about him?
Because I am the god of fire.
Chris, you vixen. Nicely done. Sure. I come right in. Glowing eyes are a nice touch.
Kenshi Takahashi. A tragic figure with a noble cause. Your actions this evening do you no credit.
Who are these people?
You tell me. They're your scene partners.
I also know of your struggles, Johnny Cage. I am here to offer you both a path forward.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, come on, guys, let's call this. Chris was a doll to set this up, but as pranks go, this one's a bit obvious.
This is no prank. Bihan, Kuai Liang, if you please.
All right. I'll play my part in this martial arts LARP. The missus ought to get what you paid for. Okay. Hey, you. Wait. Hey, you. Get your damn hands off him. I said, get your hands off him.
That thing broke into pieces before it landed on Johnny. And he paid thousands for that? No wonder he's broke.
Was that necessary, brother? To put him in his place.
That was a Hichuli. One of a kind. All right, I don't care if this is a damn prank. You crossed the line.
Fight.
And scene.
Johnny beating both Bihan and Kuai Liang is sinful as hell. Don't tell me they were pulling their punches since Bihan's intention were to put Johnny in his place.
Enough! That's no special effect.
Indeed, Johnny Cage. Kuai Liang.
Okay, let's go back to one here. Who are you again?
Oh, so now you want to take it seriously. It's not every day that you see someone with glowing eyes.
You have skills, Raiden, but you're inexperienced.
Whatever experience I lack, I make up for in heart.
This fight perplexes me in more ways than one. Kenshi states he's been hundreds of fights, yet he loses to someone who couldn't even beat Kung Lao a couple months back. Not only that, but Kenshi lost a fight when he had a sword and his opponent used his fists. Why was Kenshi chosen is beyond me.
You may rest, Raiden. This evening, you will face your final opponent.
$50 says Kung Lao wins.
Make it interesting. Bet me cento.
Not on your life.
What an unfair bet. What do you put in the bet to balance out the $3 million sword?
Although you have all trained well, Raiden has excelled. This outcome does not surprise me.
How could I have... Congratulations, Raiden.
For the tournament, you will need this. Forged by the Elder Gods, it gives the wearer power over lightning and thunder. Go ahead, try it.
Holy Ark of the Covenant.
It is incredible. But is it necessary?
In addition to possessing great might, the Outworlders you will face also wield great magic. The amulet levels the playing field.
You must be careful, Raiden. You could get hurt. Even killed.
No tournament participant has ever been grievously injured or killed.
Are you sure about that? Shall we go back to MK9? How about the fact that Kenshi was allowed to fight with a real sword? Kung Lao literally just used a hat which has blades. This doesn't make any sense. If Raiden will be the only one fighting, why did the rest come? Remember back in MK9, everyone on Earthrealm fought for Earthrealm. Why is Raiden the only one fighting a bunch of different warriors?
Is it me, or is Earthrealm's champion scrawnier than usual?
Would you care to test his strength? Raiden will
prove himself soon enough.
Have you still not told most Earthrealmers that Outworld exists?
It is safer that way, General.
If it's easier that way, why are you allowing Johnny Cage to record everything he's seen with his phone? Sure, many will believe it's all special effects, but who's to say someone believe it's fake? Could cause unnecessary attention.
Should you? Given how frequently they win this tournament?
We will destroy your champion, Liu Kang. He will taste no victory.
Yet again, NetherRealm destroys Shao's character. He's ruthless and will do whatever he can to get the throne, but there's a reason why he ruled Outworld for centuries. Shao doesn't lose. Here, he will lose literally every fight he's in.
My compliments, Raiden, on a well-fought match. We'll see how you fare in the next. General Shao, whom have you chosen as our next competitor?
Your Majesty, I have chosen Reiko, my second in command. As a boy, Reiko was orphaned during the Kafala War. Though captured, his spirit remained unbroken. He scratched, clawed, and survived. After the war, I took him in, molded him into the perfect soldier. Few others are as well versed in the ways of war.
Wanna know a way to see someone's failure before the fight starts? If they start showing off weak movements to try and scare their opponent.
Have you served? In what wars have you fought?
I have done neither.
Then you are woefully unprepared, Earthrealmer.
I agree. Reiko has been in many battles, is well experienced in bloodshed for survival. Raiden trained with monks for a couple of months. He shouldn't have won this battle.
I saw what happened this evening.
That was nothing. Something I ate.
Was it? I can't chance it, can I? If you fight tomorrow, the symptoms of your disease could manifest. Kitana will take your place.
What? There are already whispers she should replace me as your heir. This will make them screams.
Your illness is your fault. Why you left the palace that night unattended is still beyond me.
Okay, hold up. She left the palace unattended, right? How did she catch this Tarkat disease? Later on, Johnny, Kenshi, Shang Tsung, and Kung Lao will come very close to Baraka and they will not catch the disease. Did Melina bang Baraka? Because clearly she had to get very close to catch it.
You continue to surprise Raiden. Among others, you have defeated Kotal, Motaro, and Shiva.
Excuse me? So you're telling me we're not going to see that fight? Why? Is it because those characters aren't part of the roster? That's just lazy writing. It's even more sinful since Kotal has been MK since 2015.
Congratulations, Raiden. Earthrealm wins.
Raiden beating Kitana and Shao. I get he's not the Emperor as MK9 and 11. But they should not lose to Raiden. Yes, I know this is purely plot armor, but it doesn't make any type of sense when Raiden grew up as a farm boy, getting lessons from Madame Bo and a few months training with the monks. Raiden isn't even hurt nor exhausted from fighting both Kitana and Shao back to back. This is worthy of 10 cents.
What's your precious say?
That Shang Tsung is among those things.
Oh, my fans are gonna go nuts cosplaying them a Cage Gon.
Hold him still. If he squirms, I cannot extract marrow.
That's Shang Tsung. Let's jump him after he's done. Oh, in Fists of Iron, we did this thing where we're
not basing strategy on your movies, Cage.
Let me go! You can't do this!
The wound will heal in time. It is a small price to pay for progress.
On second thought, this scene's playing fine without us. Yeah, I say we let him finish it.
We have to save Shang Tsung. Liu Kang needs him alive.
So none of y'all Tarkatan saw Shang Tsung shape-shifting?
Now please, let me explain.
Kenshi beats Baraka by using a sword and Baraka doesn't have any cuts nor is truly hurt.
We need to stop him.
Save a distressed damsel? Sure thing.
Get away from her.
You bitch.
Excuse me?
You know, the movie. Tiny girl, ginormous alien.
How did Johnny Cage survive this encounter? The world may never know.
Hold her down. It's now or never, Shang Tsung.
Can somebody please explain how Kenshi didn't die here? Those blades definitely reached the frontal lobe or the temporal lobe. Listen, if that doesn't kill him, shouldn't the amount of blood loss do so? Trying to make sense out of a Mortal Kombat game is like looking for a needle in the haystack that's the size of a continent, but this is just ridiculous. But it gets worse. Quan Chi looks like Bai without hair from AC Origins.
Why did he pick you? So he could learn how I shapeshift.
He learned that from you? We saw him do that. It was unreal.
So how does it work? You just shape-shift into anything you want?
I can shift only between this and my natural form.
Whoa. You're Zaterran. Your race can shapeshift. None can except me.
Are they ready? It's time.
Time for what, sorcerer?
Replication experiments. They begin with your vivisection. I'll use your harvested parts to build new creations. The process is fatal, of course.
Liu Kang won't let you get away with this.
That's another way of saying you won't get away with this cliche. This is a little perplexing. Shang Tsung said he wants to experiment on them and then has Reptile release the Tarkans to throw them in the individual cages. They were already locked in a cage. What's the point of this? You couldn't do that when you were locked in the same cell?
What has happened here?
Brilliant Sorcerer Shang Tsung expected these jabroni Tarkan to actually kill or capture someone who's able to go against him and win. Notice the little damage Baraka did with the first 2 hits, but with the 3rd hit, he obliterates the entire door, also using the rule of 3 cliche. You know, this is a Mortal Kombat cliche now. Every jabroni in the game will get their limbs chopped off with ease, but when it comes to someone with plot armor, the character throwing hands will act as if they have the heart of an angel for some reason. You're telling me Ashura couldn't kill Reptile there?
Quan Chi is near.
I'm ready for your contributions. Excellent, Nitara. I need yours as well.
Darius and I have been thinking, Sorcerer.
Do not try to renegotiate, Havoc.
We need proof that you'll deliver.
That he's delivered for Natara's Vaternians is all the proof you need.
Serena's right. Because of Quan Chi's magic, my realm's people are no longer poisoned by sunlight.
We need to talk about this real quick. NetherRealm, stop hiring these Hollywood crappy actors. Megan Fox was a disaster in this game. Her voice acting is the same acting you'll find in a high school video project. For those of you who are Meggy fans, y'all need to stop hyping her up. She does not look that good anymore. Yes, back in Transformers 1 and 2, she was drop dead gorgeous. Now she's a memory from the past. Yo, you good, man? No? Okay.
That blade's enchanted.
It was forged to destroy evil. It's slain many of your vampire kind.
We can't help what we are. That we feed on blood doesn't make us evil.
Yet you align yourself with evil. Is Quan Chi creating this Sonado out of the righteousness of his heart? No, he's trying to kill millions of innocents and you're aiding that.
dark magic is this?
We are Ermac, a collection of souls bound by Quan Chi's magic. We live to obey his commands.
Kill them.
Quan Chi said to kill them, yet he threw everyone around. There is literally no reason why Johnny, Kenshi, Ashura, Reptile, and Baraka are still alive. If plot armor didn't exist, Earthrealm would be doomed from the very start.
I always feared you would be trouble, Ashura. You are not compliant like your sisters.
And now they're dead.
This crap has been happening throughout the entire story. It's story mode, not online.
When I'm finished here, I will finish you.
Why? You can't just kill him now. The only reason you're here is because you're hunting down Quan Chi to kill him. Why is he dodging and throwing them around when he can just rip their limbs off with ease? NetherRealm, you guys always find a way to do Ermac dirty. I mean, look at this. Disgusting.
I can't let them die.
Oh, so Kenshi's ancestors decided this was the right time to call out to him. Why didn't they do so before Ermac started throwing everyone around?
Siphoned his souls. It now has his power.
That was unexpected.
You're telling me. Shall we finish this?
Let's. This fight's not over. I'll defeat all of Quan Chi's minions.
Wait, hold on. You're telling us we got to use lame Kenshi that didn't have his abilities, but now the improved Kenshi isn't playable? This is a team-based game now, right? Why not let us choose the fighter we prefer like MK11?
We are many. You are one. We will destroy you.
What's wrong with him?
Combat must have weakened the magic that binds his souls together.
Now, I'll find you.
What was that?
Watch him. I'll shut down the soul steal.
Watch him? Why not kill him? There is literally no reason to leave a powerful foe like that alive.
I know home's here for you, Baraka. But size off, Ashura. You can come with if you want. I'm sure Liu Kang will welcome you.
I've never had a home. That would be wonderful.
This isn't a sin, but for those of you who played Detroit Become Human, didn't it give you an Android vibe? Maybe it's just me.
You'll fit right in.
You couldn't steal a more functional hat.
What? It hides your face.
It hides her face, but you clearly see her face.
What's the word?
Go toward the stage, then right to the portal gate. But there are soldiers and constables everywhere.
Are you sure these are enough? One person spots us, and we are dead.
That's why I'll create a diversion.
They're out for you too, Syzoth.
To catch me, they must see me.
As cool as that was, it's not that fast during combat. That's definitely sinful.
How long are we expected to linger?
Patience, Bihan. There are many demands on Liu Kang's attention.
Were he here, Father would advise us to wait without protest.
But now he is gone, and I am Grand Master.
His teachings did not pass with him. They should still guide us.
Guide us, yes. Shackle us, no.
We can't abandon tradition.
Mind your place, Tomas. Father may have taken you in, made you one of us. But your blood will never be Lin Kuei.
Lord Liu Kang can see you now.
It is about time.
Isn't the Grandmaster for Lin Kuei supposed to be a master of patience? Isn't he supposed to be calm and collective? Bihan is definitely not that. So these three are heading up in their own way, which is unique and pretty damn sick. But my question is, how did Kuai Liang throw that spear from the bottom? How long is that rope anyway? Smoke can use his ability to fly or at least levitate slowly, but can't stop himself from falling? Nice job, Bihan. You almost got your adopted brother killed.
There will be spoils in this war.
Let us win it first, brother.
How the hell Shang Tsung didn't see those two right in front of him?
Bihan! How could you? Father would turn in his grave if he saw this.
He was a doddering old fool. He did us a favor having that accident. And I was right to let him die.
Let him die? You said you tried to save him!
A lie. Because you couldn't, and still can't face the truth. Father had doomed the Lin Kuei to mediocrity. Now, we will achieve greatness.
Hey Kuai, how about igniting those chains like that minion a couple seconds ago? But nonetheless, this Kuai Liang fight was actually fun to watch. -1 cent. This is a little confusing since Havoc can rip his own head off, throw it at you, and regrow it back. How come he didn't heal after getting his head dipped into lava?
A Lin Kuei's flame is not easily smothered.
Split up! We must find him!
Somehow a Lin Kuei Grandmaster hasn't found someone who ran in a straight line.
Letting Father die. Forsaking Earthrealm, he's abandoned all reason.
I knew Bihan's frustrations ran deep, but I never thought they could inspire such madness. We can't let his corruption spread.
Whatever it takes, I am with you.
Thank you. We may not share blood, but we are brothers.
Do your oaths mean nothing? It's your duty to obey my will.
Not when it betrays Lin Kuei principles. We won't sacrifice them to serve your ambition.
Wei Liang!
That was a sick fight and all, but let's be honest, he should have definitely lost his eye there.
Let us pass, Tanya. The Empress and her family are in danger. He brings word that Shang Tsung and General Shao plot against them.
The General?
Let's talk about Tanya real quick. What is that face? Baraka looks more attractive than that thing. What's crazy is that the actress for Tanya looks nothing like that. She's actually quite beautiful. Why wasn't Tanya modeled from this woman instead?
You must be smarter, Princess.
No, Melina. I forbid it.
I must. If I won't risk my life for the throne, I'm not worthy of it.
I remember teaching you that, Princess. You were but a girl.
That was long ago. Much has changed.
My loyalty to your family hasn't. Trust me now as you did then. Please, Princess, just listen. We shouldn't fight. Forgive me, Princess, but I won't allow you to hurt yourself or anyone else. Tarkat makes victims of us all.
So Li Mei is able to beat Melina when she couldn't even stand up to Reptile. Let's not forget Melina and Kitana have been training for thousands of years. Mortal Kombat logic, I guess?
Praise Argus. Thank you. I am in your debt.
No, Your Majesty. There can be no debt between friends.
I am glad she is safe, and that our conflict has ended.
It is paused, not ended. Li Mei has earned my goodwill. Whether you do remains to be seen.
I seek only peace, Your Majesty.
Is that why you send minions on secret missions into my empire? You've proved yourself the enemy I was long warned you would be.
I understand your anger, but I had reason to believe that Shang Tsung posed a threat to both of us. Until I confirmed them, I did not want to burden you with my suspicions.
And now?
They have proven true. Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, the General. They conspire to conquer our realms.
A serious charge. Where is your proof?
At Shang Tsung's laboratory. If what you see there does not convince you, I will surrender Earthrealm without a fight.
How could I have so misjudged them? For Shang Tsung to indulge in such depravity, for General Shao to condone it, they are not the men I thought them.
Despite my best efforts, neither man nor Quan Chi are who they were meant to be.
They're not your responsibility. They're Outworlders.
But it is I who crafted their destinies, along with those of all other beings.
I have to ask, why in the world did you even give life to not only Shang Tsung, but Quan Chi and Shao? I'm sure you remember what monstrous powers Shao Kahn had back in the day. Quan Chi may not be as big of a threat as tiny Shang Tsung, but he created things that should have won the war for him. But then you go ahead and create Shang Tsung? You were this close to losing your life because you allowed them to get the power he needed. Why bother crafting their destinies? It was foolish to craft their lives in the first place.
This is Geras.
Your Majesty, Your Highnesses.
Geras is the guardian of the Hourglass, a celestial object which lies beyond the realms. The Hourglass regulates time and destiny. When I wielded its power, it was upon me to craft all of existence, which I did when I restarted history.
Restarted?
This timeline was preceded by billions more. Though this is the first of Liu Kang's design, the others were designed by his predecessor. Kronika was obsessed with equalizing good and evil. When a timeline veered too far to one or the other, she would halt it and restart history, tinkering with lives and events in the hope of achieving her golden balance.
Prior timelines, Kronika gave Shang Tsung and Quan Chi mastery of the most vile magics. Shao was not a general, a tyrannical ruler bent on conquest. You, Sindel, were his ruthless wife, who would do anything to preserve your privilege. When I took the hourglass from Kronika, I vowed to do better. So in this timeline, the sorcerers would not gain their dark powers. Shao would be your loyal follower, and you would rule Outworld firmly, but fairly.
But someone has interfered with Liu Kang's design. Shao, Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, all have been groomed by an unknown entity to be the villains they were in previous timelines.
Where to begin? Am I to kneel to my creator? Do you expect worship?
No, Your Majesty. My prior role was thrust upon me by circumstance. I am in no way divine.
You had power over all of creation, yet you gave it up.
Because I saw how it drove Kronika mad. I knew I would fare no better had I kept it.
Liu, you were trained by Shaolin monks. You were taught patience and self-control. You couldn't control yourself with all that power? You seem to handle it just fine.
How dare you conspire against Outworld?
Not against Outworld, but against your misguided rule. Your deference to him leaves us all vassals.
So you sanction these unspeakable horrors? Lie to me about the threats we face? Thanks to you, Earthrealm blood is already on my hands. Bloodshed, without cause or provocation.
Don't move.
Empress, everyone, stay back.
Can someone explain to me why Shao didn't just seal everyone in the amulet? It was right there, ready to go.
It should not exist. Its maker is powerless, as Liu Kang designed.
Yet more proof of foreign interference.
Enough prattle. You'll both bend a knee to Outworld's new emperor.
Put down the amulet. Its evil is beyond your control.
As smart as Liu Kang is, he wastes his breath on trying to convince Shao.
Your betrayal hurts most, Rain. I thought of you as a son.
Wait, where's the crown from the previous game? Are we just gonna forget about it? Shang Tsung should still have it since he's not that powerful without it. I remember the crown giving an unlimited amount of power to the wielder. Last game was all about it. Here it's just a toy?
Behind me, princess. No, we fight together.
How Tanya's head is still intact but her body is beyond me.
What's wrong? My ribs.
Your ribs? Ah, your ribs hurt, but you don't seem to have the slightest concussion.
We must leave. Quickly.
Melina, wait.
Father? Father? Is it truly you?
Yes, Melina. This body was created from the living forest's souls. Mine was one of them. Your attack broke the spell that binds us. Now, I am in control.
That's cool and all, but all Melina did was give Ermac the same beating everyone else did. Out of all the souls that were collected to make Ermac, it wasn't explained how you specifically got control.
Father!
You are Umgadi, but not Li Mei.
I replaced her after your death, Your Majesty. She left the Order rather than accept punishment.
Punishment? It was not her fault.
A discussion for another time, Father.
Actually, I want to know more about that now. Too bad the game doesn't go in specific details about Jared's death.
How is it they're unaware that the Soul Stealers are shut down?
We are deep within the mountain. From here, they couldn't tell.
Look at them conspiring. It is history we should not be repeating. We must take the crown. Without it, he can't raise more warriors.
Our odds will improve if we can surround them.
I'll distract them while the rest of you get into position. Leave it to me, Mother. Shang Tsung.
Princess Melina.
I bring news from Outworld. Sindel is deposed. General Shao now rules.
And yet you are still free.
To succeed, the General needed help on the inside. I provided it.
The heir to the throne gives it up willingly.
It is a burden I've never wanted. The realm is better left in General... Emperor Shao's hands.
Not only that these two sorcerers don't sense the lie Melina is spewing, but they don't realize they're being surrounded.
From your wisdom.
Yes, Shang Tsung, it does. But not in the manner that you expect.
Is Liu Kang having trouble with one little minion? Wow, you done well to nerf yourself. It's even more sinful when you see the others taking them on easily.
There will be consequences for forsaking Outworld.
Thanks to the princess, this fight is ended.
The fight, perhaps. Not the battle.
True. Until your benefactor is caught, the realms remain threatened. Who is she, sorcerer?
Speak of the devil. Liu Kang. Meet Damashi.
Damashi? You are the victim of deception, sorcerer.
You're not Damashi. You're me. More correctly, you are me. A poor facsimile, anyway. Made lesser by Liu Kang's meddling.
What's happening here? Who is he?
This Shang Tsung is whom I battled for the Hourglass. I thought him dead.
As I did you, Liu Kang. It turns out our battle released mammoth energies which ripped apart time's fabric. The fight had two conclusions. In one, I was the victor. In the other, it was you. It was eons before I discovered this. Once I did, I knew the path forward.
I took this form and infiltrated your timeline. I elevated these wretches, giving them great power. Together, they sowed discord among the realms and assembled for me the Dragon Army. I led them to believe they were aiding my conquest of Earthrealm and Outworld. But my intent is to exterminate all life in this timeline, and then merge it into my own.
You promised us realms. Now you leave us to slaughter?
Shang Tsung, someone who's been deceiving everyone for his own benefit, is surprised that Shang Tsung, someone way more powerful than him, lied to him.
You will be sacrificed.
We served you loyally.
build you the dragon crown.
This is a toy. I do not need it to control the dragon army. Only the souls contained within. Goodbye, Liu Kang. Neither you nor your timeline will be missed.
Shang Tsung, you know you're more powerful than Liu Kang now. Why don't you kill him now since he's the only one that can pose a threat?
This new Shang Tsung should have sent more minions.
Come forward if you dare. I will finish what Raiden could not.
Look, this makes sense since this particular Sindel is almost as strong as a Titan, which is more powerful than Liu at the moment. What doesn't make sense is that Sindel back in MK9 single-handedly killed a good portion of the roster. Explain to me why she couldn't do the same here.
Until our last breaths are taken, as long as blood flows through our veins, we are not beaten. Noble sentiments, which in the end matter little. None of you will leave here alive.
Good Sindel had the chance to kill evil Sindel, but chose to throw her to the wall instead. Also, the sword was in her stomach, right? But when she hits the floor, it's not in her anymore.
Oh, it's so sad to see a child lose her mother.
If my mother dies, she won't be the only Sindel to perish.
Fight.
So Melina's able to beat evil Sindel after she took on everyone, including Liu Kang, who should still be the most powerful. Let me remind you that Melina got manhandled by Li Mei not too long ago.
There are more who acquire our attention.
Have any of you seen what Rain is capable of when he traps his opponents in water?
Fatality. Rain wins. Floor myself. Fatality.
Why didn't he do so now? Since when does Scorpion ever throw fireballs at someone? The only reason he didn't use his spear is because Raiden has plot armor. I'm not done calling out these brainless characters.
We have little time. The hourglass is failing.
Then let us end this now.
Be good girls and kill them, won't you?
As you command, Shang Tsung.
I'm confused here. Aren't they Titans as well? That means they're just as strong or almost as strong as Titans Shang Tsung. Why are they letting him command them when they can double team him?
Fool. You cannot save it.
I don't know which of them is worse. Both are cracked reflections of me.
They are abominations. Neither will survive this fight.
Every single one of them survived this fight. Couldn't at least one of them blast him off the hourglass before he destroys it? What angers me even more is that Liu Kang will allow Shang Tsung to leave, allowing him to prepare and come back harder. What was it that Liu Kang said in the premiere trailer?
You have chosen to defy peace.
Then you have chosen war with a god.
Yeah, Shang Tsung calls war, and Liu Kang did not annihilate him like in the trailer. Liu is the Titan again. Have any of you seen his second fatality?
Fatality.
I don't think anyone can argue this story could have taken more time to make it right. Okay, so you go in the portal with a couple of good Titans, but come out with an infinite number of Titans by your side? How? Am I missing something here? Where did all these people come from? Shut up.
There is nowhere to run, Shang Tsung. Nowhere to hide. We have banded together to rid all timelines of your evil. The threat you pose to them ends today.
Such certainty, Liu Kang, that this battle will end in your favor.
It can end no other way. Because across all timelines, the arc of history bends toward justice.
Does it? In this timeline, it bends toward me. Behold, Liu Kang, the hell I unleash upon you.
Oh, okay, so he dies when he gets stabbed in the eye, but Kenshin not only outlives it, but endures that pain for hours and can still fight before he gets his powers.
Your defenses have failed, Shang Tsung. This is over.
I do not think so.
Realize, sorcerer, that you've brought this on yourself. Avarice and ego have again proved your undoing. We have no choice but to eradicate you.
It is you who will be eradicated. You and your followers. And once you are dead, all timelines will be mine.
I'm aware I spoke about the crown before, but why doesn't Shang Tsung wear it? NetherRealm, you're not going to act as if the crown never existed before. Instead of killing him by taking his soul to make himself more powerful, Shang Tsung just leaves him to aid Quan Chi. I mean, he literally just did it to another Titan not too long ago.
Your position is precarious. To survive, you must submit.
Yes. The question you must ask is, if Liu Kang couldn't finish us, how possibly could you?
He has a point. He got manhandled by Shang Tsung, so how is it that he's able to take on Shang Tsung and Quan Chi at the same time?
And they called me the Chosen One.
I am honored, Liu Kang. Shall we finish this?
You have done more than enough. Please permit me to end this.
Wait, so it was just that easy to kill them off? You couldn't do that from the very beginning? Oh my goodness, this game makes no sense.
I'm telling you, the locations we found here are money. I mean, look at this. Don't the rainbow colors on these mountains just scream Outworld?
I cannot believe you'll be telling our story about how we defeated Shang Tsung.
Well, the studio thinks it's fiction, not fact. But I don't care, as long as it's covering the budget.
I assume you'll be the star.
Nope, I'm behind the camera, writing and directing. Time to let someone younger and prettier take the lead. You know, I've written in parts for all of you, if you want them.
Us? On screen?
I mean, they're cameos. But like they say, there are no small parts.
Thank you, Johnny. But we must decline.
But Raiden?
The new initiates arrive tomorrow. We must return to the Wuxi to begin their instruction.
Of course. You are right.
What about you, Takahashi? I need a blind swordsman, and no actor can do what you do.
I would love to. But my work to revive the Tyra is starting to pay off. I can't let up now.
Well, I know better than to ask you. Your plate is always full.
Indeed, Johnny Cage. Which is why I must now depart.
Off to Outworld? To advise the Empress?
Between her father and her sister, Melina is receiving plenty of good advice. And with the sorcerers and the general imprisoned, there are few threats to her rule.
Is something wrong, then?
I am simply shoring up our defenses. As you know, Bi-Han and his Lin Kuei have abandoned their roles as Earthrealm's guardians. His brother, Kuai Liang, has agreed to build a new clan, the Shirai Ryu, to take its place. I must go aid his efforts.
Is there anything we can do?
Not yet, but I will call upon all of you when the time comes. Madame Bo, once again you have served an excellent meal.
That's kind of you to say.
Enjoy the rest of your evening. And thank you, all of you. You have served well as Earthrealm's champions.
No, Liu Kang. Thank you. Joining up with you really has changed the arcs of our lives.
I am glad.
All right, gentlemen. If you're finished, there's only one thing left to do. Which one of you gets the bad news?
Not me. I'm still 3 mil in the hole on Sento. How, thick's your wallet, Takahashi?
Thick enough. But seems to me our hosts are on the hook. They did invite us.
You think we have money? The Shaolin live modestly.
Easy, Kung They're teasing.
Don't worry, farm boy. I've got this covered. Besides, my business manager tells me I can write this whole thing off.
The realms are in safe hands.
NetherRealm, do not rush another Mortal Kombat game. This game did not need to come out so soon. Take a minimum of 5 years to actually come up with a good story, because 4 is not enough for you.
But the true question you must ask is, can I afford to be without it?
Your favorite, I believe? Excellent timing, Ada.